The afternoon sun hung bright over Brookline Avenue, warming the quiet neighborhood with a stillness that felt almost peaceful, right up until the moment it shattered. A sudden, raw cry ripped through the street, slicing the air with a kind of pain that froze people mid-step. "They beat my wife." The voice was shaky, broken, and desperate, belonging to an elderly man leaning against a crooked wooden cane, his frail body trembling as he strained to stand tall in the middle of the street. His name was Halden Weimer, a 76-year-old retired metal worker who walked with a stiff, uneven limp after a scaffolding accident crushed his left leg 3 decades earlier. He normally kept to himself, gentle as a breeze, but now he looked like a storm about to collapse under its own weight. His gray hair was wind-tossed, his breathing ragged, and his eyes, filling fast with fear, searched the street for someone, anyone, who would listen. But the real shock came when he turned slightly, revealing the corner of a blood-stained apron clutched in his shaking hand. It belonged to Maeve, his wife of 52 years. And the sight of that apron felt like someone had taken that peaceful afternoon and slammed it against the pavement. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and standing up when it matters, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Always Kind. Your support helps stories like this reach more hearts. Halden's voice quivered as he tried again, louder this time, "Please. They hurt my wife, somebody help." His desperation echoed off the storefronts, off the passing cars, off the stunned silence of people unsure what to do. Some pretended not to hear. Some looked away. Some stared but didn't move. In a world that often rushed past other people's pain, this moment felt heartbreakingly familiar. But fate had placed Halden in the right place at the right moment, because just a few feet away, parked outside the small cafe on the corner, sat 5 motorcycles belonging to a crew known in the area not for trouble, but for loyalty. They were the Iron Valor Riders, a biker crew made up of veterans, mechanics, former firefighters, and people who had survived enough life to recognize real pain when they heard it. They didn't roam for chaos. They rode for each other and for anyone who needed them. Their leader, Rowan Granger, a burly man with dark stubble and a scar that traced the side of his jawline, looked up sharply the moment he heard the scream. Rowan stood instantly, his boots scraping against the concrete as he moved toward Halden. His crew followed, Ashford, Marek, Jonelle, and Soren, each one trained by life to read danger the way others read news headlines. Rowan approached Halden slowly, raising his palms in a gentle, steadying gesture. "Sir, talk to me." "What happened?" he asked, voice low but strong. Halden swallowed hard, trying to control his shaking, but grief made his words stumble. He explained that Maeve had gone to deliver a handmade gift basket to a struggling family living 6 houses down, something she had done often, because kindness was all she had ever known. But today, a group of younger men, known troublemakers on the street, had confronted her. They mocked her, shoved her, and when she tried to leave, they blocked her path and beat her until she collapsed. A neighbor later helped drag her home, but the attackers remained only a few houses away, laughing loudly as if they had won something. Rowan's expression shifted from calm to cold fire. Not reckless anger, controlled purpose. "Where is Maeve now?" Rowan asked. Halden gestured with his cane toward his house. "Inside, she's conscious but barely. She keeps saying she doesn't want trouble. She keeps saying the world has enough of that. But I won't, stay silent anymore." His voice cracked, his chest heaving as he fought back tears. Rowan didn't waste another second. He turned to his crew. "Ashford, Jonelle, go check on Maeve. Soren, call for medical support. Marek, with me." And like gears clicking perfectly into place, they moved. Ashford and Jonelle jogged toward the house while Rowan and Marek headed down the street toward the men who had attacked Maeve. Soren stepped aside, phone already in hand, giving dispatch the exact address with the tone of someone who expected immediate action. The quiet neighborhood seemed to hold its breath as Rowan approached the house with the troublemakers lounging outside. Around 5 young men lounged on the porch, music blaring from a portable speaker, the echo of laughter too sharp, too careless for what they had done. Their leader, a wiry 20-something named Drix, glanced up with an arrogant smirk. "What's this?" "Visitors." Rowan didn't flinch. He didn't shout. He simply stared at them with the weight of a man who had fought real battles and survived far worse. "You hurt an innocent woman," Rowan said, voice quiet but thick with gravity. "You put your hands on someone who meant no harm. You don't walk away from that." Drick scoffed. Old lady shouldn't have been in our way. But he didn't notice how Marek had positioned himself to block their exit. He didn't notice how neighbors began stepping out of their houses, drawn by the tension. He didn't notice how Rowan's crew, though peaceful men by nature, had the stance of people who knew exactly how to protect. Rowan gave them a chance, one chance. "You're going to come with us," he said,